Hi, my name is Sherri Uhles, and I am an artist from Norman, Oklahoma. I have been doing art professionally for 6 years. My art journey started exactly 6 years ago when my grandson, my fifth grandson, was born, and he had to spend 9 days in the NICU. I had all of this pent up emotion and energy, and I didn't know what to do with all of that. And so just sat down one day and asked the Lord what I should do with all of this energy. And he said, pick up a paintbrush and I'll show you what to paint. And that was my very first painting that I had ever painted in my entire life. Although I have dabbled in art my whole life. I've loved color and painting rooms in my homes and other people's homes, as a matter of fact. But my first ever painting in my entire life was that painting that the Lord told me to paint with all of this energy and fear and anxiety about my grandson. And that piece of art hangs in his room over his bed. It will never be sold. But from that was birthed this love of creating something out of nothing. And so that has taken me into different realms of festivals and art festivals and different shows. This is right now my third gallery that I've been in to date. I have been in 2 other galleries before Street Smart. I was in the Paseo District at an art gallery there, and then I was in an art gallery in Amarillo, Texas. Did very well in both of those, but had to take a break. Did the festival circuit for a while until that kind of became a little bit harder than it should have been, because I was doing it by myself, and it's in the summer months, and so that kind of takes a toll on your body, just setting up. Not a lot of people know how hard that is to do a festival, but it's incredibly difficult to do those, and have done several of those. Until recently, I was just scrolling on Facebook one day, and I saw this post that this lovely gentleman named Daryl created about Street Smart, and the fact that they were needing artists for their new upcoming gallery. And I thought, I haven't done that in a while. I'm gonna just take a shot and I'm gonna go meet him. And so I called up, and he said, come on up to the gallery. I would love to meet you. And I walked in, and he was not here, but there were 2 artists that were here, and it was Robert Daniel and Jackie Sharp. And I felt like I had known those 2 people my entire life from the moment that I met them. We sat down and we talked for almost 30 minutes. By the time Daryl came in, he thought we knew each other from years past. He thought we knew one another, and I was like, no, I've just met them. But that created what I felt like was a good fit. This was a perfect fit for me, because everyone makes you feel like family, like they've known you their entire life from the moment you walk in the door. It is an incredible gallery, as you can see. The exposed brick, to, the lighting is very well done, big, huge windows, and just the overall vibe of this gallery, I feel like, is second to none. I'm so thankful and so blessed that I get to be in this space for as long as they'll have me. But just the creativity of all of the artists that are here, that are present, and for the ones that'll come after me, I'm sure they'll say the same thing. It's a wonderful place to be. The other aspect of my art is it is a calming freedom for me every time I sit down in my studio. I'm an alcohol ink artist, and so what that is an intensely pigmented ink that I move around with isopropyl alcohol. So I can manipulate it to some degree, but it has a freeing aspect that I have to lead where it tells me to go. And so with that, in my own personal life, I have been sober 2 years, 675 days to be exact, almost 2 years. I was a wineaholic. At 5 o'clock, the wine bottle would open and I wouldn't stop. And I just determined that's not freedom, that's bondage. And so I just made it a point that I'm going to completely be free of that. And with that, my art became focal point again. I had to get back into what really makes my art me, and it's the freedom.